Right, so in the last video, we saw why the Great Depression started, basic causes of it, had serious economic downturns in multiple countries at the same time, and the crash of the U.S. stock market. Now we're going to see general responses to the Depression and then how individual countries responded. And there were three general responses to the Depression. One was increased government involvement, abandon laissez-faire economic theory, and the government get more hands-on with the economy. That's what you saw in the United States with the New Deal. There was also a renewed interest in Marxism and communism. Communism begins to become popular, even more popular in Germany, also in Italy, parts of France, because there was the idea of, well, if laissez-faire didn't work, let's try the exact opposite of that, which would be communism. And then some begin to turn to dictators because they offer easy solutions to complex problems. So you look at the democratic states after World War I, Germany is now a democratic republic. It's called the Weimar Republic. Unfortunately, it suffered from weak leadership in the person of President Hindenburg. And that, combined with the economic crises, allows the rise of extremist parties like the Communist Party and, of course, the Nazi Party. In France, you had the rise of a political group called the Popular Front. Now, the Popular Front was a combination of communists, socialists, and radicals. They merged together to form the Popular Front, this coalition, and they try new ideas, left-leaning ideas like collective bargaining and a shorter work week and increased salary to try to stimulate the economy. Now, it did not solve France's Great Depression problem, but it did help keep it from getting any worse. Now, Britain goes the opposite direction. Britain elects the Conservative Party, and they try traditional means, protective tariffs and balanced budget. So France went to the left and is trying new things. Britain goes to the right of the economic spectrum and tries basically old things like protective tariffs and a balanced budget. Now, in Britain at the time, there was an economist who argued against that, a guy named John Maynard Keynes, and he comes up with Keynesian economic theory. Now, Keynesian economic theory said the real problem of the Depression is the lack of demand because people aren't buying goods because they don't have money, and they don't have money because they don't have jobs. So you need to solve the problem of demand by making sure people have money, by making sure that they have jobs. So he suggested that the government spend money to create jobs to restart the economy. This is the opposite of laissez-faire. He even said that the government should spend money to create jobs, even if it means deficit spending, that the government spends more than it brings in annually through taxes because the Depression is an emergency. Now, his native Britain largely ignored that, this abandonment of the laissez-faire theory. But our country, America, and FDR is going to try it. That's what the New Deal is all about. The New Deal was FDR's economic policy to try to get America out of the Great Depression. And it's based on Keynesian economic theory. The New Deal essentially spends money to create as many jobs as possible. Now, the New Deal did not solve America's depression problem. What brought America back to full employment was actually World War II. What the New Deal did, though, is it stabilized the American economy. It kept it from getting any worse, and it did improve it some. So it was not a complete failure either.